All right. Question on Trey Lance.
Mhm.
The worry of him being a project. I don't understand why it's such a big concern because the 49ers are probably the most patient organization right now. They're not in a rush to start him.
He's starting this year. What do you mean?
He's starting this year because now they believe it. But they were more
That's
than
rushed.
into the year with Garoppolo.
I think people are concerned because in the last 4 years, Trey Lance has started one season. And last year, he wasn't good or impressive enough to beat out Jimmy Garoppolo. And quite honestly, if it weren't for a surgery that took Jimmy Garoppolo out for most of the offseason, I think there would be a much better chance the 49ers would have thought about keeping Jimmy. Not to mention, they trade up to the third overall pick to get this guy in Trey Lance. So if he's a project and you don't see him up the first 2 years after you invested a boatload of capital to get him, there is a lot of concern there. You know, you don't trade up for a guy of that caliber at the quarterback position when you're a quarterback away and then you don't play him for a few years. You got to get him out there at some point. And the question is he ready now to bring a team that has Super Bowl aspirations? They're not just thinking about making the playoffs, they're thinking about winning the Super Bowl. To then take that team over the hump relative to a guy in Jimmy who you think is more than capable.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. Call me crazy, so this might be a hot take. I'm not saying the kid's gonna be an MVP, but he's gonna have a Lamar Jackson type impact on this offense this season.
This season, because
This
Lamar
season,
didn't.
I just
I'm,
don't.
I'm I think he's gonna shock a lot of people. I think the 49ers are in a good spot with him. I'm not saying they're gonna win the Super Bowl right now, but I think the kid's gonna surprise you guys.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna go on record right now and say that he's the reason throughout the season why they lose more than they win.
There's a big difference between the Missouri Valley Conference and the NFC West to me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And this dude hasn't been impressive enough to frankly give this organization enough confidence to think like Lamar Jackson put in so much work to become an MVP in his second season as a passer, and then completely took off as a runner. So I'm not ready to go there. Maybe in Trey Lance's second season, but it took a lot of growing pains on Lamar early on, and Trey Lance doesn't have the experience to come in and just be a breathtaking young quarterback. I think we've seen that in his limited amount of time.
So it's fun. It's funny you say that, but the little bit that we've seen out of Trey Lance, let's compare it to another quarterback that is a project that plays in Green Bay and Jordan Love. Jordan Love had more experience than Trey Lance, and who looks like the better quarterback?
That's not fair because that Jordan Love game against the Chiefs, his special teams sold out, number one. Number two, he had no weapons at all
Every
outside
time that
Devontae
we've seen
Adams and had no
Jordan
practice
Love,
with him.
every time from
But the
preseason to regular season to just the other day, who
I
looks like
think
the better quarterback?
I think because of Trey Lance's mobility, him.
I mean, for me, it's both of them are not, you know, neither of them
Neither
are
have
gonna be
been good.
lighting up a Christmas tree, to be honest with you. I mean, I think the Packers I think the front office and coaching staff is seeing that they made a terrible mistake drafting Jordan Love in the first round. I think they're realizing that now. And I like I said, we're gonna have to wait and see on I think we're gonna find out this year though about Trey Lance. I think we're gonna really find out this year. I mean, he's got a hard schedule ahead of him. Just in that division, like John said, that alone, you're gonna be tested.
Yep,
And I'm telling you, I think he's going to be the reason that they lose and not the reason that they win.
and I'm excited. I'm excited to prove you guys wrong.
You're not gonna prove us wrong. He's
Well,
gonna prove us
I'm
wrong. You're
excited.
not
I'm
going out on
excited.
the field, Justin.
I'm excited. Mentally, I'll be out there with him.
Justin thinks
But
this is friggin' Madden, and he's got the controller playing Trey Lance.
mentally, I'll be out there with him. But yo, he'll prove me right.